You are about to watch a learning video. Did you know that when we have to learn something new, especially on a digital device like a smartphone, it can actually make us instantly nervous? As you're watching the learning video, try to be aware of some of the emotions that you may experience.
Have you ever felt that in order to keep your smartphone safe and secure, you need to be able to understand an overwhelming amount of information? While smartphone security can be complex, there are steps we can take to keep ourselves safer. Here are some quick and easy steps you can take today to keep your smartphone safe. Number 1. Set a passcode. A passcode is a series of numbers that we use to log into our phone. It's also sometimes called a password or a PIN. A passcode is used on the lock screen, which is the screen you see when you turn your phone on or wake your phone up. This screen is your first line of protection against people who may take your phone. This is why it's important to have a strong passcode. As an alternative to a passcode, some people prefer to use a pattern. A pattern is a series of lines drawn between 9 dots on the screen. This unique pattern must be entered every time you log into your phone. A pattern is not considered to be as strong as a passcode that uses numbers. A third option is called biometrics. Biometrics are biological measurements or physical characteristics that can be used to identify people. One example of this is called facial recognition or Face ID. This is when your phone scans your face for unique characteristics that identify you as the user of the phone. Another example of biometrics is fingerprint or touch ID. This allows you to touch the screen in a specific place so the phone can read your fingerprint and identify you as the user of the phone. To set up a passcode, pattern, or biometrics on your phone, visit your phone's settings and look for some of the words discussed in this video. Tip number 2 for a safer smartphone: delete unused apps. Over time, we tend to get more and more apps on our phones. After all, using apps is one of the great features of having a smartphone. However, you may not be aware that many of these apps track our location and movement, our shopping habits, contacts in our phones, photos and other files, our microphone and camera usage, and other personal information. This information altogether is known as personal data. Many apps collect and store information about us so that they can sell that information to other companies. These companies mainly want our personal data so they can show us more relevant advertisements. To prevent apps from collecting and selling our personal information, it's a good idea to delete unused apps on your phone. There may be apps on your phone that haven't been used in months that are still collecting and selling your data. This is why it can be a good idea to go through old apps and delete ones that aren't being used. Tip number 3 for a safer smartphone: be careful on public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi is any Wi-Fi that is being used in a public area with multiple people connected to the same network. When using public Wi-Fi, your financial information, passwords, and other important personal information is vulnerable to being stolen. Fortunately, there are steps you can take to protect yourself. If possible, rather than using public Wi-Fi, switch to using mobile data. To use mobile data on your phone, look in your settings and tap Wi-Fi to make sure the connection is disconnected. Then tap mobile data or cellular data to turn your data on. If you do use public Wi-Fi, it's important to make sure you're connected to the right network. If you're in an establishment that uses public Wi-Fi, be sure to ask an employee for the correct network name. Check the available networks in your area and make sure that the network you're connected to is password protected. This is indicated by a small lock next to the Wi-Fi icon. Free public Wi-Fi networks that are not password protected can be even more dangerous. These free networks may be set up by people who are looking to steal your personal information. A third option is to use something called a virtual private network, or VPN. This is a special type of app you can download to protect yourself while using public Wi-Fi. While smartphone safety may seem overwhelming, remember that every step you take towards security helps.
Congratulations! You've made it to the end of the learning video. Take a moment to pause here to reflect on how you're feeling. If you're feeling nervous, uncertain, or worried, you might be surprised to learn that these feelings are normal. Learning something new can make us feel nervous. When you're feeling nervous, it can actually be harder to learn and to problem solve. To help you feel less nervous, try sitting on a chair with both feet on the ground. As you're sitting, try taking a few deep breaths in and out. As you are breathing, try to pay attention to your breath entering and leaving your body. You can do this for as much time as needed for you to feel less nervous. When you're feeling less nervous, you can try to watch the video again, move on to a learning activity, or look at a tip sheet for helpful hints about smartphone skills.